Okay, so welcome you guys. Welcome to this new Saturday Live. How you guys doing? I'm so happy to be here with you guys. Hello Lolly. Hello Irina. Welcome with us. By the way, you guys, we're having a today we're having a guest here. Today we're having a guest, and the guest is already inside, but I'm not gonna tell you anything more before. Let me just welcome you guys. I'm so happy to be here with you. Today is Saturday. Today is Saturday, the 11th of May 2024, and we are about to begin. So, as usual, in the beginning of every streaming, I always ask you guys where you're from. So just say hi in the chat room, say where you're from. Even if you're watching this as a replay, you can still use you can still use the section comments below to tell me, hey, how you doing? To tell me where you're from, and so that we can share this together. So today we're also having a very important moment together. Yes, today we're going to have a very special lesson because we're having a guest here with us. Yes, and as I said before, she is within us already. She is with us already, and I'm going to tell you in a little longer who is she or who is he, who knows, right? And what we're doing here. In fact, let me begin with this one. Let me begin by telling you what we're doing here today. Well, today we're going to have a special lesson. Today is going to be an interactive challenge, right? So if you've been following my live streamings, I've been starting doing these vocabulary challenges. I think it's here, yes, to do this vocabulary challenge where you guess the words. Usually I say the words and you guess them. But today we're going to have something a little bit different because I'm not alone. Today, somebody else is going to make you guess the word. Some of you guys, like another student, I asked a student to join us today, and so he or she will join us soon, and together we're going to play, and we're going to play this vocabulary game together, all of us. Yes, I will be guessing the words with you whenever our guest is going to describe the word, then it's gonna be my turn, and on and on and on. And I'm so excited about it, and I'm so excited really, and I can't really wait to begin. But also today, as usual, I'm going to answer your questions. So don't worry about it. No, don't worry about it. If you've been asking me some questions, they will be answered today. So don't worry, okay? And in fact, let's go on, all right? Because it's finally time for me to show you our guest, our lovely guest for today. So welcome you guys. Welcome. Please welcome with us, Irina. Hello, Irina, and welcome with us. Welcome, actually, let me do this. Yes. A nice round of applause to Irina, who has been very...
Hi, guys.
Hello, and welcome. Probably we're experiencing some delay, right? Some lag between our two internet connections, and well, that's probably normal. So we're going to see this. It's almost real time. So hello,
Yes.
Irina. I should watch this way. Hello, Irina, and welcome with us. First of all, let me ask you, how are you today? And there's some delay. There's definitely some delay. Yes. That's okay. Okay. There's a long delay actually.
Okay. I'm great, thanks. How about you?
Okay.
So yes. I experienced some delay, yes.
Yes. Okay. Well, because we're experiencing some delay, this will be pretty funny, but we'll try to do our best. It's going to be quite funny anyway. So to answer, yeah, I'm great, thanks. And also, let me introduce you a little bit to the people who are watching us. You are one of my students, and how long have we had lessons together for? And we're gonna wait. We gotta wait a little. It's just the way it is. Now, no, not yet. That's a very long delay.
Well, I know you in 2020. Yes. So we know each other about since for a year. Yes.
4 years, yes, that's right, 4 years, yes, and yes, and well, basically, if I remember when we started, your biggest problem was the fear of speaking in public. Am I right? Or better, speaking in English in public. That's a very long delay. We have to do something about it. We really gotta do something about
Yes,
this.
absolutely. You're right. Yes, correct. It's totally right.
That's right. Yes, and here you are. I mean, like I know that it took some time, but you are here. You're speaking English, and so first of all, also let me ask you where you're from. This is a very long delay. We really have to do something about it. Yes. Mm. What can we do to make it a little better?
Oh, well, I'm from Italy, but yes, very long.
Yes. Okay. Okay. So this was definitely unexpected. To have these very long pauses was something really unexpected. So if you don't mind, um, I'm going to take the stage so that we can kind of figure out what to do, okay? Because it's very difficult to follow each other, okay? So don't worry, stay there, okay? Just mute your microphone as I'm trying to figure this out, all right? So here we go. Here we go. And as you can see, this is something that happens when you go live, you know? Sometimes there are some problems, there are some issues that you will have never guessed, right? Really, can you actually guess that you are talking with a person and you have to think of the very long seconds that pass between the two people? This is something very unexpected. So I guess we will need to figure this out, and we're going to redo, okay? We're going to remake this challenge in another day. So for this reason, let's actually say bye to Irina, which so kindly was here with us, and so at least we can say hi to you. And uh, unfortunately, we can't do this right now because of this problem, because of this very unexpected problem. So I also want to thank you so much, and also for your patience, for being here with me today. Probably you were busy doing something else, so you used a part of your day for speaking with us. So I really thank you so much. The only one thing I want to ask you is if you want to say something to the people who are watching this live and may have a lot of fear of speaking in English. If you could just say something to these people, please. And we have to wait. That's the suspense. Okay.
Well, what I what I can say, guys, don't have this fear because it's only a matter of practice. And when you start practicing English language, you you can Well,
It's very
it's
difficult.
so difficult to speak and listen to my voice after a long time.
Oh,
So practice, practice, and practice. This is all I can say to you guys.
thank you. Thank you
With a
very
lot of
much.
practice, you can beat your fear.
That's absolutely well said. That's absolutely well said. Thank you. Thank you very, very much, Irina, for joining us today. I, yes, I wanted to catch you because I didn't know you were also listening to yourself twice. So for you was even more difficult was even more difficult. So really thank you for this. I really appreciated you. And also, anyway, you can still use the chat to communicate. So this is still here with us, so no problem. So as you can see, guys, things happen. This is life, all right? And when you're planning to do something, sometimes you just have to shift, sometimes you just have to change your plans, just like it's happening today. But you know what, it's okay. It's okay. And I want to tell you this because like, English is not my first language neither, just like it's not Irina's and it's not yours. So sometimes you may prepare something in advance to say, and then all of a sudden, like, unexpected things happen, like the one that just happened today, and you feel like you have no control over it. Well, you do. You have control. Yes, when things go wrong, you have control over yourself, and you have control over your emotions. And sometimes this is even more important than what you wanted to do. Today I saw an image I wanted to share with you, but because I didn't think of using it today, I'm going to draw it for you today, okay? Because the image I'm going to show you now is very, very useful for everybody. So this is just two parts of a mountain. Here there's nothing. All right? Here there's nothing. And let's say you are here and you want to go here. And you may think, what do I do? How do I go here? It's too far away, okay? This is something you may have experienced because maybe you want to speak English, but you see you're speaking your speaking skills so far away, and you may think, oh my God, what do I do now, right? What do I do? And this can be any goal you have, okay? So you might wonder, what do you do? And then something happens. You are thinking, how do I speak English, okay? How can I improve my speaking skills? And then an enormous rock just materializes in front of you. This is a rock, okay? I made it pink because I didn't want to use gray. But this is a rock. This rock is between you and your goals. This rock is between you and your speaking skills. What do you do? Well, you can do two things. You can say, it's a rock. I will never. You can say, it's a rock. I will never speak English, if this is your goal. It's a rock. it's between me and my goal. What can I do? Or you can say it's a bridge. It's a bridge. I can cross it. It's a bridge. I can cross it. So what's a bridge? Probably you already know what a bridge is, but let me show you what a bridge is, all right? As usual, we're going on the images and let me find the image of a bridge. These are all bridges. All right? As you can see, a bridge connects one part of a land, connects this part of the land with this part of the land. And sometimes bridges go up, you know, just like this one. So you can see this is a rock, as an obstacle, something you will never be able to pass, or you can see it as a bridge and you start going up the bridge. You start going up and it's probably difficult, okay? It's probably difficult going up because it's a rock, okay? We say it's a bridge, but actually it's a rock. So it's not easy, okay? But once you're at the top, then the way down is way easier. And there you go. You reached your goal. So sometimes we can see problems like the ones we just experienced before with Irina, like a problem, like a real problem. But if we look at them from another perspective, well, then they become something that in English is called a blessing in disguise. Have you ever heard this expression before? A blessing in disguise? Let me show you what I mean, because it's a beautiful expression that I want you guys to learn. A blessing in disguise. A blessing in disguise is when you think you are hopeless. You think that what's happening to you is just a very bad thing, but actually in reality this can be a blessing. A blessing is something beautiful, and this can be beautiful because you may discover you love rock climbing, maybe. Yes, what's rock climbing? Well, rock climbing is the action of climbing, so going up, okay, a rock. And because this is a rock, okay, you may say, I will never go up, I will never be able to speak English. But then, here you go, you can make it. Yes, absolutely. For example, Irina had this problem. She couldn't speak English. Let me tell you guys that at first she was getting angry with me because I was asking her to speak English. She would stubbornly say, I can't speak English. It's not what I do. Yes. Well, probably if you watched this live session before, you've seen her and you've listened to her speaking English. So we can do it, okay? And a situation like this one, where there have been some live problems we couldn't fix at the moment, we could have seen this as something bad, something terrible. Oh my God, we are losers. Or maybe not, because the very fact that Irina was here with me is a proof that even you who fear speaking English, even you who can understand English but can't speak it, well, even you can do it. Oh yes, absolutely. Just like Irina said to you before. It's all about practice. Yes. And back to the rock. This can be just an enormous amount of practice. practice. Okay? And because it's a lot, you may see this as a rock, but the more you practice, the better it gets until you get to the top of the rock, and then the way down is easy. Oh yes. So this is to say, my friends, if you get the opportunity of speaking English, if you get the opportunity of speaking English, use that opportunity. Don't shy away thinking I can't. Use the opportunity, because that's a blessing in disguise. That's right, a blessing in disguise. A blessing is when something is actually, let me ask you guys, do you guys know what's blessing? Let me know down here, okay, in the chat box. Let me know if you know what a blessing is. A blessing in disguise. A blessing is when something beautiful happens, all right? A blessing, for example, can be a beautiful day. A beautiful day happens, that could be called a blessing, all right? So a blessing in disguise, disguise is a mask. When you put a disguise, you put a mask on, all right? So maybe something bad, or better, maybe something good has the mask of something bad, and for this reason you think it's bad, but actually it's good. Yes. So now I think you understand what I mean. Yes. Now I think you understand what I mean. That's right. So anyway, I also received some questions today, so I want to actually answer to the first question I received, which is from Sovjip. Hello Sovjip, and welcome with us. I hopefully pronounced your name right. I hope so. Okay, and if I didn't, just let me know. So you're asking, what's the difference between chopping and cutting? All right, well, that's a very good question. Just by asking this question means that you are already quite advanced, because to understand, to even ask the difference between two words that are very similar, it means your English is already quite advanced. So for this, well done. Congratulations to you, Sajid. But now, let me actually answer, okay? So both these actions require something that gets cut, all right? And actually, let me first show you the word cutting. Now, here. If I go with cutting, you can see this example. You see here, there's a person, and this person is cutting some hair, all right? And this is the image of cutting. To make it even simpler, we can just take this whole thing off and just go with cut, all right? Cut is the action, it's the action origin from cutting, for cutting, okay? And this is a good image of cutting. As you can see, cutting is dividing something, and this is a good, it's a good image too, you know, because if you cut some, you often use a scissors, for example, a pair of scissors to cut something, or this is to cut, all right? So I guess now you understand the meaning of cutting. But what is chopping? Well, because we took away the last few letters from cutting, we're gonna do the same for chopping, because the actual action is to chop, all right? And to chop is a very similar action. Cut, chop. But what is it? What's the actual difference? We can find this out. Now you understand cutting, right? Now chopping, listen to the sound. Chop, 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 chop. Can you see the sound? Chop, 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 chop. To chop is to cut something neatly, all right? So I can cut this one into many parts. Cut is a very general word, whereas chop is a direct image of something that gets divided into two very neat parts. In fact, back to the images, as you can see, this section is chopping. You see, chop, 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 chop. Can you see it? Chop, 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 right? You also listen to the sound, right? Chopping, listen to the sound. And of course, chopping is like where cutting is generic, because you can cut hair. Chopping is specific because you use it only when you cut something neatly. Okay, for example, you don't chop hair. Okay, don't ever chop hair. Okay, you wanna cut hair. You don't chop it, because if you chop hair, it becomes a mess. Okay, so always cut hair. Okay, you guys that have hair to cut, it's not my case. Anyway, whereas chopping is more like something you do with cooking, right? Because it often at least requires a very neat cut. All right, a neat cut. Chop, chop, chop. Okay, I think you guys now understand what these words mean. So let me know, Sojib, when you watch this as a video, as a replay, or if you're here, just please show up. We're here, right here for you. Let me know if this was clear, and also let me ask you guys if you have any other questions. Ooh, I also noticed that I couldn't see a lot of messages which I'm just seeing right now. So for example, hello Divyaya, welcome with us. And I can also say hello to Adam. And I'm sorry guys, because the chat, the one I usually use, okay, is blocked. The other chat is stuck after the fourth message. So basically everything after the fourth message is something I'm reading right now. So sorry guys if I haven't answered to you yet, okay? So also hello to Adele, and let me see if there are any questions. Let me see here. Again, congratulations, and I keep my fingers crossed for your live debut. Okay, that's cool. You're fabulous. Okay, wow, I didn't know you received these compliments. Yes, you are fabulous, Irina. Absolutely. You have been a lot fabulous. Yes. Wow. Okay. I mispronounced your name, Di. Okay. First of all, sorry. Sorry for mispronouncing your name. Can you please help me pronounce it? Can you please write it down in Roman letters the way you want me to pronounce it? And please do it, because I would really appreciate that. Yes, so that I can pronounce it right the next time. Meanwhile, I also received this question from Lolly, which asks the difference between a diploma, a certificate, and a degree. Okay. All right, so this is a very interesting question. Actually, thank you, Lolly, for bringing this up, because nobody actually ever asked me this question before. So we can say that a certificate So these three words belong to the school system, but to really understand them, and you want to understand, as always, the images behind them, all right? Divyaya or Divyaja, right? Let me know, all right? Let me know if this is the right pronunciation. Divyaya, number 1, Divyaja, number 2, all right? Or maybe number 3, like neither of them, okay? Let me know, because I'm so curious, and thank you for this, really. Meanwhile, yeah, number 2, so Divyaja, awesome, okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, pronouncing names correctly is not easy, but it's definitely worth it. So thank you for helping me pronounce your name correctly. Yes, that was awesome. Now, back to Lolly's question, which was very interesting, okay? Let me also take away this question. Okay, so we have a new question. Yes, like diploma, certificate, degree. What's the difference? And when you think of these words, as I said, you want to think of them as images. And the image of a diploma, well, the image of a diploma is of something of like a degree. So let me begin with degree, okay? It's better to begin with the word degree. A degree is like a step forward, a step up, right? So basically you have maybe say a first degree, a second degree, a third degree, a fifth degree, fourth degree, sorry. These are like steps, okay? So you can see when it comes to schools and certificates and exams and all of this, okay, they all come in they all come in degrees. The higher your degree, the better your education, okay? But then I want to talk about education because this is a very good topic, okay? So the higher your degree, the better your education. But this is true for anything. You can just imagine a staircase, all right? Imagine a staircase. What is a staircase? Well, we can use this one. I'm going to turn it over so I can tell you. I can better show you what I mean, okay? This is like degrees. Every one of them is a degree up from the previous step, all right? So these are all degrees. So this is maybe the 0 degree, this is the first degree, second degree, third degree, okay, and so on, fourth and fifth, okay? So this is what I mean, okay, when I say degree, okay? This is the basis, I believe, yes, that we can definitely say that. Degree is also used for temperatures, say Irina. That's right. Yes, Irina. A degree is also a temperature, for example, because once again, we measure, okay, we measure something. We measure the temperature. So you can have like 30 degrees, depending if you're using Fahrenheit or Celsius, okay? But you can have 30 degrees and it's very hot, and then maybe you have 20 degrees and it's less hot, okay? So as you can see, it's a measurement, okay? Now, a diploma is a degree of studying. It usually takes at least a year to complete, and it's a course of study, all right? It's a course of study. I completed several diplomas in my life, and well, they all took ages to complete actually, but they were pretty worth it. And that's it. Let me see. Certificate. A certificate is what you receive at the end of a course of study. All right. So to get back into our degrees here, okay. So a diploma is maybe to reach a diploma, you go up 2 or 3 degrees, okay? Up until here is a diploma. Okay, diploma. Whereas you could get maybe a certificate, okay? And you can get a certificate here, and maybe another certificate here. And then when you reach this one, because it's a comprehensive study, then you receive a diploma. A diploma is a comprehensive study. You get up more degrees, okay? And the degree, as in like the school title, is basically, let me get back here actually. The degree or the school title is the achievement you received, okay? So for example, you get a diploma and your degree is in business, for example. So you have a business degree, okay? So a degree is like a title because it represents the level you achieved. A certificate is the single step, and once you get a certificate, you get to the next step. But if you get a diploma course, then you usually don't get certificates, you get just steps, and at the end of it you get a diploma. So let me know if this was a good explanation. All right, let me know, Lolly and whoever else, if this was a, let me know if this was a good explanation. And let me see, and degree is also used for the mood for intense. I know you're upset, a huge degree. Yes, that's right, absolutely, di viaja, right? Absolutely, di viaja, yes. A degree is a measurement and it can be used for a lot of things. Yes, temperatures, moods, and of course even schools and studies and everything. And this makes me also tell you guys that never measure your achievements from a degree, okay? Let me show you the staircase once again. It doesn't matter, okay? It doesn't matter if you are here, 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 okay? A degree of study, okay, and as long a degree of study doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It used to matter in the past, I agree with you, but in today's world, in today's society, and hello to you, I can't read your name in Arabic, but hello my friend, that you are here with me today. Now, in today's society, as I was saying, a degree doesn't matter. And this is important to understand, because sometimes we spend a long time studying to get a degree, to get a certification, to get a diploma, and then we kind of lose ourselves in the midst of it, okay? What's important in today's world is soft skills. Soft skills are better than degrees, like by a factor of 100. Yes, absolutely. And Jamal, hello Jamal, and from Libya, hello Jamal from Libya, welcome with us, Jamal. So, oh, by the way, let me ask you, like, have I pronounced your name right? Let me know, okay? Because I'm always curious to know if I, just like it happened before with the Viaja, right? Hello, Asemungo, Asemgo, right? Hello, my friend. You guys are wonderful. And where are you from? Now, back to the topic, right? Because yes, we were definitely getting, like, if I start looking at the chat, I kind of get lost into it. So, soft skills, yes, you're right, Ansengo. Soft skills are extremely important, way more than your degree. There's nothing more powerful than this. Imagine, like, whatever job you want, you can achieve it in two ways. You can achieve it to certificates and degrees, but then you don't have the practical experience, or you can achieve it through curiosity, which is a soft skill, dedication, soft skill, and the ability of talking with people, which is, when it comes to English, is the matter of this whole channel, right? And in today's world, if you have the highest degree, but you don't have soft skills, you basically don't go very far. Yes, and well, Jamal, you can understand English, but you can't speak. Well, welcome with us, because this is the place for you, okay? This is why I built this channel, and in fact, through these videos or lives, depending if you watch them live or not, and through every of my videos that I publish, I'm like basically helping you guys surpass this problem, because it's often a psychological thing. There are some technical things to know, all right? At the same point, there are some psychological, there's a psychological side of not being able to speak, that it doesn't have to be how do you say no, I'm missing the word right now. Anyway, you want to take care of your psychological side, because often it's just a matter of that, especially if you're able to understand me. All right. Right now, for example, I couldn't think of the word I wanted to say. Okay, this is when just practice gets to help you, because nobody's perfect. So sometimes you may be out of words, like I happened just a few seconds ago. Okay, but it doesn't matter, because if you have other words, if you have practice on your side, if you have the ability of speaking, which is acquired through, well, basically confidence, techniques, and practice, okay, then everything gets you can achieve way more. Everything gets achieved just through these things. Okay, so forget about degrees mattered before the 2000s. Okay, this is when it mattered. Now degrees don't matter that much, really. Like if you want, I can actually give you a good example of this. A great example of this is Mr. Elon Musk. I'm sure you know who I'm talking to, who I'm referring to, but just in case, say that you don't live on planet Earth and you don't know and you don't know Elon Musk. Okay, this guy here, have you ever heard of this guy before? Let me know. Okay, now this guy here has the same brain of you and me. Okay, this guy here has the same brain of you and me. He is just a lot curious, and this is why I say that soft skills are way more important. Did you guys know that he attended university for 7 days, I believe, and then he quit? He decided to quit. Do you know why he decided to quit? After 7 days, everyone knows him too. That's right. Yeah, everyone knows. Yes. Now, after 7 days of university, he decided to quit. Yes. He decided to quit, and the reason is because he was creating the first version of Google Maps before it was Google Maps. Okay, of course, Google has nothing to do with with Elon Musk. Okay, but it was called Zip2, and it was the first mapping software available. And he decided to drop university to follow his passion. Yes, he had the soft skill of curiosity. He was extremely curious. Being curious basically means asking yourself always why, what, how of everything you see. Like if you're curious, you see this one and you wonder how it works. If you're curious, you see this one and you wonder how it works, and what are the components that make this brush pen work. Okay, so if you're curious, then you can go above and beyond, and you can definitely go over every kind of certificate and also over any kind of rocks, because you're curious. So you wonder, hey, I see here there's a way to climb. You see, if you want to speak English, there are many ways. Okay, there's another way to climb, okay, so I can just go up and up and up and up and reach the top, and from here I can see what's going on, and then I get down easily onto what my goal is, right? So this is very powerful, and it is a genius. Elon Musk is a genius because he realized the power of soft skills. There's another story about Elon Musk that I really like, and I want to share with you guys. Of course, if you guys know Elon Musk, you also know he is the owner and founder of SpaceX, right? SpaceX. I mean, just, you know, SpaceX. We're not talking about brush fence here, okay? We are talking about men trying to go to Mars, okay? This wants to go to Mars, okay? Now, this guy here wants to go to Mars. This guy here, okay, do you know why he wants to go to Mars? Because he wanted, he read Isaac Asimov's books. Isaac Asimov is used to be a writer, I think. But anyway, he wrote a lot of books. He wrote a lot of books on going on other planets. Yes. So Elon Musk read these books. He started to create a lot of fantasies on how would living on Mars be. And so when he grew up, he decided to turn his dream into reality. He just sold Zip2, his company, and with the money he had, he went on building SpaceX. But hey, listen to this. He is no rocket engineer. He is no rocket engineer. When he started SpaceX, he didn't know much about rocket engineering. Can you understand that? He started a company, but he didn't know it. He didn't know the major topic. What did he do? Well, first of all, he read a lot of books. He read a lot of books, and he surrounded himself with people who knew about rocket science. And then he did something very few people do. He did something very few people do. But it's also something you can do. It's something everybody can do. So you can be Elon Musk too, absolutely. You can be Elon Musk. You, Asamangu, you Divyaja, you Lolly, you Irina, you Adele, everybody can be Elon Musk. Yes. Do you want to know what he did? Are you ready? He asked questions. He asked a million questions. Yes. So when he decided to open SpaceX, he coupled up with a partner, a business partner, okay? And he was a very knowledgeable rocket engineer, okay? So he knew about rocket science, how to build rockets, how to launch them into space, all this stuff, okay? He asked a lot of questions to this guy. He asked everything. You know, many of us, including me sometimes, we go about in life making sure nobody knows we don't know, right? Well, Elon Musk did the opposite. He did the opposite. He actually asked everything. He didn't care, and this is important for us guys, he didn't care of what other people thought. Okay, who cares? They may think I can't speak good English. Who cares? They may think I don't know English. Who cares? He asked questions. What does this mean? What does this mean? What does this mean? Everything, every little question. There's no stupid questions. There are only stupid answers. Yes. And this is why usually we have these live streamings dedicated to answering questions. So you guys answer questions, okay? Don't answer. Ask questions, okay? Ask as many questions as you want. I'm going to leave a link down here for you to ask me other questions, and I'm going to answer your questions in the next live session, which is gonna continue like usual, okay? So the next Saturdays will continue as usual until we figure out a way to have these double interviews and double game style, right? So Divyaja, if I'm not wrong, Elon Musk is the founder of Tesla. Yes, he is also a founder of Tesla. Yes. Guys, this guy is amazing, and he's just curious. Yes. Do you know why he's the founder of Tesla? He wasn't even thinking of building a car. He can't care. He doesn't care about building a car. That's right. Elon Musk doesn't care about Tesla as a car. Elon Musk cares about Tesla as a project for human advancement into new technologies, into AI powered cars, into driverless cars, into all of these things, because he's curious. You can be curious. You don't need to be curious on big things, okay? You can be curious on how to draw, okay? How to make a drawing. You can be curious on anything interests you. It doesn't matter. But once you're curious, you find a way to go over your rock. So, do you want to know the biggest secret for speaking English? Curiosity. Curiosity. The more you're curious, the better you'll end up speaking. That's right. Just that, really, guys. There's nothing else to say about this. Now, let me see from the comments here. Yep. Okay. Yes, and I'm curious to learn English as soon as possible. Oh yeah. Now, when you want to learn English as soon as possible, there are many ways to actually learn English. Lucky for us, guys, this is a language spoken everywhere in the world. Yes, besides Spain. For some reason here where I live in Spain, they hate English. Yeah, and France, you can tell me this, Lolly, right? But usually this language is spoken everywhere in the world. This means that no matter where you are, you can find somebody to speak English with. Well, and of course, I have a lot of resources here over this channel, okay? Like if you jump over my homepage, you can find a lot of videos, a lot of resources. Most of them are free to actually understand how to learn English as fast as possible. Literally, my last streaming session last Saturday, we spoke about that, and let me show you, okay? Let me show you. No, not here, okay. So let me go over YouTube. And if you go over the live session of my YouTube channel, you see here, 1 hour English class, learn the fastest way to learn English. Right here, okay? So go watch it after this one. Go watch it because it's an hour of magic. Yes, I mean, like, I'm not saying it because I said those words, but it's because, well, guys, there's another thing you see. I've been learning English, but do you know how long I took? Do you want to know how long I took to learn English? And then I'm going to answer your question, Richard. Me personally, I took about 3 years for the foundations and 3 months from B1 to B2. 3 years for the foundations and 3 months from B1 to B2. Say it again. 3 years for the foundations and 3 months from B1 to B2. And then I just stopped thinking about it. I just started speaking and just practicing, and then it just became a lifestyle. And then I don't know, like now I recently completed a certificate, and I got a C2 level, but I didn't ask for it. It just came, okay? The hardest part is going from B1 to B2, although it takes only 3 months if you do it right. So if you are here with me, Lolly, you said 10, and well, no, not that much. Although, like I took 10 years, like in total, like my whole journey took 10 years. If I consider from my from the moments I went out from school to the moment I reached a C2 level, then yes, 10 years. Yeah, no joke. Yeah, definitely 10 years. Because I finished my school in 28 and I completely reached a B2 level in 2018, I'd say. So yes, 10 years. But when it comes to when it comes to the actual levels, okay, after B2 level, I couldn't care. I couldn't care because I was able to use this language. Then it's a constant improvement. Even these live streaming sessions helped me helped my English a lot because, like I say, it's all about practice. If you see my first live session, the very first one, go watch it if you're curious, and you see my this one, I'm sure you can appreciate a certain degree of change. All right, so yeah, I'm sure you can see, you can appreciate some improvement, okay, a certain degree of improvement. And this is all about practice, all about practice, yes, and techniques, right? And this is why I decided to open this YouTube channel, because yes, if you do this on your own, it takes a long time. If you do this guided, like with all the tools that are in this channel, if you do this guided, well, then it's a breeze, because I've been learning a lot of cool things during these 10 and so years, because more, I mean, 2019, now it's 2020, 2024. So in these 16 years of speaking English, I've learned a lot of tricks and tips to speed up your progress. And even I started teaching English in 2018, but I have to tell you in a lot of honesty that my latest students achieve full fluency way faster than somebody who started with me a few years ago. Yes, this is because I've been studying the science of learning. So now I know how to bring a person from a stage to another stage in a way faster way. So basically, this is to say that you have a lot of tools here on my channel. Just go use them. Most of them are free. Some of them, well, you have to pay because come on, I spent so much money in travels and resources. So I mean, it's just a little thing I get in return for it, okay? At the same time, I'm telling you, it's totally worth it. It just saves you years of your life. So I think that there's nothing more precious than time. And if somebody is able to save you time, well, then it's worth taking a look into it. Now, Richard, do Spanish locals like English people at least try Spanish, even if they pronounce badly? Like people at least trying to speak trying Spanish if they pronounce it badly. The Spanish locals like English people at least try and speak Spanish, even if they yes, of course. I mean, definitely. I know a lot of Spanish people who really do their best to speak English, but generally speaking, they just prefer to. But just like Italians, just like my my country, usually we just tend to stick to our own language. It's just the way we are, okay? But there's nothing wrong with these countries at all. I mean, like I live in Spain, so I love this country and I love this this way of living. So nothing bad with it. They always seem quite abrupt with answers and more annoyed. Well, you see, most maybe has to do with and a certain non level of confidence when it comes to speaking with a person who doesn't speak Spanish. So you feel non confident, you feel maybe a little shy, so you can come across like abrupt, which means stern, like not not giving a lot of, not friendly, echo, so not friendly, but I don't think they are annoyed when they have to speak English. I just think that they don't feel comfortable. And this is why I opened this channel, to help even Spanish people, absolutely. I know this because I've experienced this myself, firsthand, so I definitely know what it means. But anyway, today we really went above and beyond with everything. And it was a very different live session, way different than any other live streaming so far. But this is what we like it, right? We like it this way. We like it because it's spontaneous. It's the moment, all right? So I'm going to be here live next Saturday, same time, same place. And if you're here with me, I'll be very happy to see you. So you guys enjoy this weekend, enjoy your life in general, and have fun, have fun, have fun. See you guys. Bye-bye.